The vibe starts off with absolute main character energy as Haseo logs into the world for the first time. He is immediately spotted by two players who seem helpful, but anyone who has spent 5 minutes on the internet knows this is suspicious. They offer to show him the ropes, acting like generous, high-level players guiding a newbie, but the whole interaction feels incredibly scripted and predatory. They arrive at a statue, and the trap is finally sprung. The two friendly players reveal they are actually player killers, PKs, who prey on noobs for sport. They start gaslighting Haseo, mocking him for trusting them, which is honestly a chaotic, evil move. Haseo is about to get wrecked, realizing that the online world is just as toxic as everyone says it is. Just as Haseo is about to catch a digital beatdown, Ovan steps in like an absolute unit. He is mysterious, overpowered, and has that cryptic anime protagonist energy. He saves Haseo from the PKs with zero effort, instantly establishing himself as a major figure. Haseo is left confused but intrigued by this guy who wields a massive gun arm and speaks in riddles. We jump forward 8 months and Haseo has undergone a complete glow-up. He is no longer a noob. He is the terror of death, a player killer, PKK, hunting down the bad guys. He runs into Bordeaux, a notorious PK, and absolutely destroys her squad. His personality has shifted from naive to pure edgelord, driven by a revenge plot that consumes his entire gaming existence. Haseo reunites with Ovan, who has been ghosting everyone for 6 months. The tension is thick because Ovan knows exactly which buttons to push. He drops some intel about Tri-Edge, the legendary PK who put their friend Shino into a real-life coma. Haseo has been desperately searching for this elusive figure, and Ovan casually drops the location like it is no big deal. The destination is the hidden forbidden holy ground, the exact spot where Shino was attacked. Haseo rushes there, fully prepared to throw hands with a myth. This is the moment he has been grinding for, obsessively leveling up just for a chance to take revenge. The atmosphere is heavy with nostalgia and trauma as he steps back into the cathedral. Tri-Edge actually shows up, descending from the sky like a glitch in the system. Haseo unleashes everything he has, but it is completely ineffective. Tri-Edge is not playing by the game's rules and uses a move called Data Drain. It is a horrifying visual that looks like it is ripping the code straight out of Haseo's character, leaving him helpless. The aftermath of the battle is a total nightmare scenario for any gamer. Haseo wakes up completely reformatted. His level has dropped from 133 back to level 1, and all his rare items and contacts are gone. He has effectively lost his entire identity and power in a single second, forcing him to start from scratch while keeping his memories of being top tier. Haseo is wandering around depressed when he runs into Silabus and Gaspard, two wholesome players running a guild called Canard. They mistake him for a genuine noob because of his low level and try to recruit him. Haseo is incredibly salty and arrogant, trying to brush them off. But he is also powerless, so he reluctantly tags along while maintaining his edgy persona. The new guildmates drag Haseo into a dungeon for a tutorial run. It is humiliating for him because he used to be one of the strongest players in the game, and now he is being taught how to swing a sword. He aggressively proves he knows the mechanics, shocking Silabus and Gaspard with his advanced skills despite his level 1 status. Hi there! If you want to enjoy more gaming lore without grinding for 60 hours, hit that subscribe button. I do the grinding so you don't have to. Your support really helps the channel. Bordeaux shows up again to bully Haseo, realizing he has lost all his power. It is a low point for him as he is mocked by someone he previously destroyed. Just before things get ugly, Pi intervenes. She is strictly business, intimidating Bordeaux into backing off. She hints that Haseo has a dangerous power inside him, adding another layer of mystery to his reset. Haseo meets Atoli for the first time, and it is awkward. She looks exactly like Shino, his comatose friend, but her personality is completely different. She is bubbly and naive, which annoys Haseo to no end. He is clearly projecting his trauma onto her, expecting her to be someone she is not, while she is just trying to be friendly and recruit him to Moontree. Following a lead, Haseo investigates a strange signal and ends up in a lost ground. He finds a weird sign left by Tri-Edge and encounters a strange girl who seems to be an NPC or a glitch. The whole area feels wrong, vibrating with corrupt data. This is his first real encounter with the AIDA phenomenon, though he does not understand what it is yet. Haseo is summoned to meet Yatta, a system administrator who knows way too much. Yatta reveals that Haseo is an Epitaph user, a special player capable of wielding an avatar. This explains why he survived the data drain. Yatta basically forcibly recruits Haseo into Project GU to hunt down bugs, using Shino's recovery as leverage to make him cooperate. In a complete tonal shift, Haseo gets roped into managing the guild shop for Canard. He hates every second of it, but surprisingly, has good customer service skills. He meets Bo and Saku, a chaotic duo of twins sharing one character. It is a slice-of-life moment that highlights how much Haseo is trying to pretend he does not care about these people. Pi and Kun take Haseo out to forcefully awaken his avatar. They try to explain the metaphysical connection between the player and the character, but Haseo is too frustrated to listen. He tries to summon the power by sheer rage, but fails miserably. It is a humbling moment that shows raw anger is not enough to control the system-breaking power he possesses. Haseo is made the guild master of Canard because the previous leader, Kun, bailed. He has to do a ridiculous quest for a grunt NPC to prove his worth. It involves running errands and collecting items, which is peak MMO busywork. Haseo complains the entire time but does it anyway, slowly accepting his role as the dad of this misfit guild. Haseo visits the arena and watches the Emperor, Endrance, fight. Endrance is absolutely cracked, taking out 3 opponents solo without even moving. Haseo realizes that Endrance is also an Epitaph user and likely connected to Tri-Edge. This sets the stage for the tournament arc, giving Haseo a clear target to aim for to get answers. To enter the tournament, Haseo needs a team. He reluctantly invites Atoli, mostly because she is a healer and he needs support. She is thrilled to be included, thinking it is a bonding activity, while Haseo views her strictly as a utility. The dynamic is painfully one-sided, with Atoli trying to connect and Haseo completely walled off emotionally. The tension between Haseo and Atoli snaps. Atoli wants to enjoy the game, look at flowers and vibe, while Haseo is obsessed with power and efficiency. He blows up at her, calling the game just data and polygons. It is a harsh reality check that highlights their fundamental difference in philosophy. Atoli plays for escapism. Haseo plays for revenge. Haseo gets ambushed by PKs again, but this time Sakaki from Moontree intervenes. Sakaki acts like a total white knight, preaching about justice and protecting players. Haseo finds him incredibly sus and annoying, but Atoli worships the ground he walks on. This introduces the political tension between the guilds and foreshadows Sakaki's manipulative nature. While grinding for the tournament, Haseo meets Antares, a legendary player who becomes his unexpected mentor. Antares is cryptic and tough, challenging Haseo to complete high-level missions solo to prove he is ready. It is the classic old master teaching the young hothead trope, helping Haseo refine his skills beyond just button mashing. Gaspard and Silabus are getting harassed by Kestrel Guild members because of their association with Haseo. Haseo realizes his toxic reputation is hurting his new friends. Instead of backing down, he marches straight to the Kestrel headquarters to confront Gabi, their leader. It is a major character moment where he finally steps up to protect someone other than himself. Haseo makes a high-stakes bet with Gabi. If Haseo wins the upcoming match against Bordeaux, Kestrel has to leave Canard alone. Gabi accepts, amused by Haseo's guts. This raises the stakes for the tournament significantly. It is no longer just about getting to Endrance. It is about securing the safety of the only people who have treated him nicely. The match against Bordeaux goes sideways immediately. She is cheating, using some kind of paralysis status effect. Haseo is on the ropes, about to lose everything when his avatar, Skeeth, finally awakens. He unleashes a data drain in the middle of the arena, horrifying everyone. He wins, but he has revealed himself as a monster to the public. Yatta and Pai debrief Haseo. They are not even mad. They are happy he can finally use the avatar. They immediately put him to work hunting AIDA, the data bugs corrupting the game. Haseo agrees, but only because he thinks it will lead him closer to finding a way to save Shino. The partnership is purely transactional. Pai takes Haseo on a field mission to train his avatar control. It is brutal. She forces him to fight corrupted data monsters until he gets the hang of it. She warns him that if he loses control, he could end up in a coma just like Shino. It is a stark reminder that he is playing with nuclear fire every time he summons Skeeth. During a mission, an AIDA anomaly attacks, and Pai jumps in the way to save Haseo. He is shook because he has spent the whole game treating her like trash, yet she risked her character for him. This is the first crack in his armor. The tournament continues with a match against Matsu, a former PK who joined Moontree. Matsu pretends to be reformed but snaps mid-fight and brings out his old weapon. Haseo beats him by being simply better, proving that he has evolved past his old PKK self. The victory feels earned through skill rather than just avatar hacks. The semi-finals are against Al-Qaid. She is fast and aggressive, using poisons and dirty tactics because she is desperate to win. Haseo manages to overpower her, but the fight is intense. Afterwards, they gain a mutual respect for each other. Haseo is slowly building a roster of rivals turned allies, expanding his circle beyond just the GU staff. It is finally time for the title match against Endrance. The fight is surreal. Endrance is completely disassociated, talking to his cat and ignoring Haseo. Haseo realizes the cat is actually an AIDA that is manipulating Endrance. The battle becomes a struggle to separate the player from the corruption, forcing Haseo to use his avatar in front of the entire server. Haseo data drains the AIDA cat, destroying it. Endrance has a complete mental breakdown in the middle of the arena because that cat was his emotional crutch. It is honestly pathetic and tragic. Haseo wins the title of Emperor, but it feels hollow because he just watched a man get mentally broken by the loss of his AI pet. In the celebration aftermath, Atoli overhears Haseo talking to Ovan about Shino. She finally puts the pieces together and realizes she was just a replacement for Shino in Haseo's eyes. She is devastated and confronts him. but he cannot even deny it. She runs off, heartbroken that her friendship with him was built on a lie. Haseo tracks Atoli to a lost ground, but she is already spiraling, and AIDA infects her, feeding off her negative emotions. It is a chaotic scene where the digital space is warping around them. Haseo has to fight the corruption to save her, finally admitting to himself that he messed up big time by ignoring her feelings. Just when things calm down, Ovan appears and drops the facade. He reveals his own massive avatar arm, showing that he is the true source of the Tri-Edge phenomenon, or at least deeply connected to it. He has been manipulating Haseo this entire time to nurture the avatar power. The betrayal hits hard because Ovan was Haseo's mentor and hero. The game does not end immediately after the reveal. There is a post-game phase. Haseo is left with more questions than answers. He has the title of Emperor. He has saved Atoli, physically, but the main villain is his best friend. He resolves to continue getting stronger to confront Ovan properly, setting up the sequel with a determined, albeit traumatized, mindset. Haseo goes on a final grinding spree, hunting down secret bosses and completing side quests to max out his stats. It is the classic JRPG endgame loop. He fights a secret boss version of a developer character, which is a weird meta joke, but it serves to show just how far he has come from the level 1 scrub at the beginning. Gaming lore is long and confusing, but I break it down every week. Subscribe so you never miss a plot twist or hidden detail. Thanks for watching.